There's a lot going on out there, and this is the time for self-care. We're so lucky to have the yoga practice to support us and to keep us feeling good and settled and calm. And we're so lucky that we can practice from home. We have the internet and YouTube and stuff. That's awesome. So I've made a little sequence for you, which is going to be grounding and immune boosting, just what we need. But also, it's just a way to get into your body, get together with the breath again, and be with what's real right now for you in your heart and in your lungs and in your immune system and everything else and your body that's supporting you. So, join me on the mat. So we'll begin today lying down on the floor. Always a great place to start. I love that. So take yourself to lie down. And let your hips be supported by the earth. By that I mean, just let the weight of the pelvis sink down into the ground. Let your feet connect with the floor. Feel the texture of the mat underneath the soles of your feet. Or if you're wearing socks, feel the inside of the sensation of your socks with the soles of your feet. Now take your two hands to rest on your torso. Right hand can be on the belly and left hand can be on your heart there. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. And here we just get the breath. So already here you can maybe feel your heart beating underneath your left hand. Feel how the belly rises underneath your right hand as you breathe in. And as you exhale, let the body sink into the floor. Let go of holding. Instead, let the earth hold your weight. Here, before we go anywhere and start to change things, we start to tap into the rhythm that's naturally happening in your body all the time. The intelligence of your body which supports you. So feel how you're lifted by the inhale. Feel how you soften on the exhale. Know that just as the earth underneath your feet and your hips and your back holds your weight, the air that enters your lungs holds you from within. So especially for the next few moments and during this practice, know that you don't have to hold yourself, you are held by all the wonderful systems in your body and by the earth itself. So take another couple of breaths to let yourself settle. And now we'll start to shape the breath using a count. So settle on an exhale. Then inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath at the top for 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And hold it out at the bottom for 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And hold at the bottom, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold at the top. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Last round. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And let the breath rush back in. Allow it in and soften your body to let the breath move through you. Rest for a moment in some stillness. See if there's anything else you can let go of. Slowly we're going to roll over. So roll over to whatever side feels good for you right now. Take your time. Use the hands to press yourself up to sit. And come to sit cross-legged, so you can sit in a blanket. I'm going to do so. Why not? We're just here for a wee moment, but it's just one more breath exercise, which is really nice for aerating things. But also, we're going to stimulate the thymus, which is a gland that's right here, just behind the sternum. And it's like the school for T cells, T lymphocytes, which help neutralize antigens which come into your body, like viruses and things like that. So this is most active when we're kids, and we can support its activity by gently stimulating with a tap. So we'll add on to that with the breath. As you inhale, let's take the arms wide. Like you're embracing the world. And then as you exhale, we start to tap gently on that center of the heart. So you let the inhale come in naturally. Don't hit hard, just gently stimulating. Five more. Hook the thumbs and then sit up. And then as you exhale, burst the hands open. And rest fingertips to the earth. Feel the pelvis be on the earth. Feel maybe any stimulation around the chest. Maybe you don't feel anything. You can also do like a kind of King Kong thing. That's why he hit here. Anyway, so thymus action. Right, let's come into a tabletop position. Build on that great action. We're going to stimulate the immune system throughout the whole practice, and all of your systems in your body. We're going to keep them working well. So let's start in a tabletop position. Now, being grounded from the feet, but also the hands, press them down into the floor. Hug the forearms towards each other. And here I'd like you to lift the belly up. So exhale and find your navel and tuck it towards the spine slightly. So we've got a flat rectangle shape. Press down with your left knee. Keep the two hands stable. And then we start to draw circles gently with that right knee. So I want to get into the hips, our connection to the earth through the legs. Going to be stabilizing, and also can release some of the emotional tension that sometimes gets around the hips. Now as you do this, make sure you're not shuggling the whole body around. It's just the knee moving, so it's the thigh bone in the hip socket. Good, so go the other direction. Oh, nice. I can feel some lubrication happening there. Good, then inhale, send the right leg back. As you exhale, draw it forward. Now come onto your fingertips and step that right foot where your right hand was and take the hand to your hips. Here we draw your tail down. So we make the pelvis stable and level with the floor. And do the same thing with the rib cage. So the ribs not jutting out forward or leaning back, they're stacked over the hips. And think about drawing the tailbone down so that you can lift behind here. Because we want to lift that place where the thymus is, the sternum, towards the ceiling. So you do that by right hip coming back, knee going down towards the floor, and lifting up here. You can just stay here and breathe, softening around the heart. Or indeed, you can take the arms overhead and think about how much your feet ground you into the earth and how much that helps you to lift up through the chest. How much can you soften your lungs to let breath in? The more we aerate the lungs, the better they work, the better they support us. Good. Take your hands down, step the right foot back, and we come back into our tabletop position. Make yourself into a stable square shape, then start to draw circles with that left knee. Ooh, nice. Good. So, again, keeping everything else stable. You can keep yourself stable even as the world is not stable. Know that we have the capability for that, especially if we practice it here on the mat. Good. If you've gone the other direction, that's good. Inhale, send left leg back, please, lengthen. Then as you exhale, draw the knee forward. And again, we come up onto the fingertips to step through with that left foot. Now we have our strong foundation in the lower body. That helps us find lift here where the kidneys are. If you support the adrenals as well, that helps the whole immune system to work well. So how do we support them? We take time to breathe, but also we make space by lifting up here. So your right knee goes down and the hip goes forward so that we can lift up and aerate that space here. Good. Arms up. And don't make it a tense thing. You don't have to reach the arms all the way up here. Keep it open. Keep your neck open. Be soft where you can. Take another breath. Then exhale, take the hands down. Take your left foot back. And here, walk your hands forward slightly. Walk your knees back slightly. Now, press the hands into the floor strongly. It can be the palms or it can be fingertips like this. And then send your hips back. You're going to go back even more because you want the chest and again that centre of the sternum to come down towards the floor. The shoulders are rolling away from the ears. You don't have to touch the floor with your chest, that's not the point. It's more about finding breath around the top of the rib cage. Good. So think about softening around the heart. But even breathing into the side ribs, breathing all the way to the back of your back, so where the kidneys are. Can you even stretch the skin on the back of the body using your breath? Nice, good. Okay, from here let's ripple forward. Take the legs to the floor and then the belly as much as you can if you're not someone's pregnant like me. I'm going to stay a little bit high, but you can come all the way down low. Take the hands underneath the shoulders. Then press your feet down into the floor. Again, use the legs to root yourself into the earth. Then send that sternum forward. Notice I keep my chin tucked first. Press down with the toenails. Then as you inhale, send your heart towards the front and then breathe in. So the shoulders away from the ears, maybe the elbows even wrapping in. Take another breath in. Then exhale, press yourself back. We'll find a child's pose here. So I'm taking my knees nice and wide. You can do that too. If you feel comfortable, you can let them come in. And let the head come down to the floor. Here we let the heart rest and let the body sink down. If it feels more comfortable, you can make a cushion for your forehead with your hands.
The main thing is just to let things slow down a little. Notice how, if at all, your breath has changed, how your heart has changed, your heartbeat. That's the systems of your body supporting you. Know that these processes are always ongoing. Take one more breath, let it be a count of 5. And exhale for a count of 6. One more inhale for a count of 6. Exhale for a count of 7. Inhale for a count of 7. Exhale for a count of 8. Nice. Okay, walk back and forward. We rock the weight forward. So we come through hands and knees. We readjust all of our clothes if we need to. Tuck the toes underneath and send the hips up. Keep a bend in the knees so the belly and the thighs stay connected in a comforting way. Shoulders move away from ears. From here, we start to straighten-ish the legs. Keep them, you can keep them bent. But here, what's just nice is letting the head be underneath the hips. Inversions are great for the lymphatic system. So it can remove waste from your body. So it can support the immune system, keep your defences strong. So let's make that even, let's emphasise that by using the breath. Fill up the back of the ribs. Exhale all the way out, drawing the navel back towards the spine. Do the same thing again. Good. Now here, press into the hands, bend the knees, take a walk all the way to the front. Good. Then here, halfway lift, hands to the shins. Extend the chest forward. Opening up again that kite-shaped, no it's not, it's butterfly-shaped thymus gland. Sternum is a nice kite shape over the top. Good. Then exhale. Soften, bend the knees, hang your head. Rock the weight more into the balls of the feet and let the legs be powerful to help you and support you as they ground down. Good. Press those feet, then take the arms all the way up. Here again, fill up lungs by grounding down, root to rise, inhale. One more time, we'll exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Now, here, exhale, send your hips down. Get cozy into your seat. Don't stick your butt out too much. Tuck the tail ever so slightly so the bottom ribs and the top of the hips are coming towards each other. Then reach the arms up. We find a chair. So this posture builds heat, but it reminds us how strong we are as we feel the strength in the legs. So take a breath. Exhale. Good. Press the heels down and away from each other until you feel the power of your inner thighs. Search that heart forward again, that thymus spreads like a butterfly wings. Then exhale and fold. Good job. Halfway lift, please. Inhale. Then exhale. Step your right foot back. So we'll keep the knee lifted here in a runner's lunge. So your chest is going to go forward. That left hip isn't coming forward, it's pulling back. So the left heel is driving into the floor. Here we surge forward like a halfway lift. Good. Right knee comes down towards the floor. Now, spread those left toes, and your belly and your thigh can be connected at first. In fact, you can stay connected the whole time as you pull your left hip back. Now I'm keeping a bit of a bend in that knee as we move into the stretch of the back of the leg. And instead of straightening, which is a bit stressful for the tissues, instead can you find a lift through the chest here? Pull the hip back more if you like. Maybe point the toes down towards the floor as you exhale if you like to get into the calf. Good. Inhale, come back up with the toes. Exhale, rock forward. So we're in a low lunge again, right knee on the floor. Take your right hand to the floor, keeping the shoulder and the ear away from each other. Inhale, left hand up. So we think about the ribs rotating towards the ceiling. So how much can you fill up this left lung? And don't let the left knee wiggle out too much. Keep it drawing in. Take one more breath. Good. Okay, now press into your left heel more until your right hand can hover. Keep facing to your left and circle around until both hands reach away from each other. So the palms are facing your left knee. Reach the arms away, away, away to twist more. Then as you inhale, take the arms up. So twists are really like nourishing for in particular the digestive system. And we twist first, then we open. So it was twist, open. Now join your palms, bring them down, get the thumbs at the sternum where that thymus is. Now I'm not going to go deep because I have person here, but you can go deeper as we go into the next posture, but we'll all go together as you inhale. And as you exhale, lean forward and take your right elbow and hook it over the left knee. So I'm not doing that much because I'm pregnant. If you're pregnant too, stay here. Or if you're on your period. Otherwise you can twist all the way around. You can even also stay here for this open twist again. But we're thinking about ribs rotating. Good. One more breath, take the arms up, open and aerate. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Here, let it all out. And be with what you feel in your body. Grounding happens when we use our senses, and feeling is the best technique to be in the here and now. Good. Okay, from here let's walk forward. Press the hands all the way. You can come up onto the fingertips. Find a halfway lift. Good. Exhale, fold. Press the toes. Inhale, arms up. Fill up the breath. Good. Exhale, fold again. Okay, halfway lift. Now step the left knee back. Runner's lunge first, so we keep momentum with the chest going forward. The right heel driving down. The density of this calcaneus, I think it's called, bone in the heel, going down and back into the earth. And your tushy being nice and strong, good as well. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left knee down. Then spread your right toes and pull your right hip back. Again, belly and thigh can stay connected. Here I'd rather you find the lift here. Good. Take another breath. If you like, exhale. Press the toes to the floor. Inhale, pull them back. Exhale, go forward. Left hand to the floor, keeping the neck free on the left side. Draw the right hand up towards the ceiling. Here we think about filling up the right lung. Nice. Now press into that right heel so much, you can maybe see how my legs switched on as I did that. Hover the left hand off the floor and come up for your twist here. Nice. So we're reaching the arms away from each other. Then as you inhale, we come up. So twist first, then open. Now join the palms, bring them down. Reconnect with the sternum, with your thumbs. So inhale first, we lengthen. Then as you exhale, you twist towards the front knee, hooking. Or if you would like, you can stay open for the twist here again. But think about how much can you rotate
with those ribs. If you have space, you can go really deep and find the squish. I'm not finding any squish. Not today. Good. Next breath in. Let's take the arms up. Then exhale, plant the hands. Good. Now lift your back knee and step your right foot back. We'll find a plank. Again, heat building, but strength affirming. So send your heels back. Press the floor away. Don't collapse into it. It makes it so much harder. Push away and keep looking forward. Look forward into your awesome future. Yeah, okay. Knees to the floor. Take a breath in. Now take that center of your sternum and put it down onto the floor. So we meet knees, chest, chin on the earth. Again, you breathe in here. Next inhale, tailbone down, ripple forward, cobra. Elbows into the waist, toes pressing down. Then from here, we press back, child's pose. So as you see, I've got my head resting on my two hands here like a cushion. But you can have your hands forward. If you like, you can have the hands back as well. If you like, you can even make a little cushion for yourself here. Ah, like I said, this practice is all about self-care. So do what feels good. But here in particular, let the earth hold you and feel the heat that's building in your body. It's very nourishing and warming. And it helps all the processes to work better. So two more things. And we'll come to lie down again on our backs. So let yourself come to lie down. And take your heels close-ish to your tushy. You don't have to yank them in, but rather just walk them as close as they will. And then let your toes point slightly in. And check out on the outside edge of your hips that you can see your heels. Now take the palms to face down. And press the feet, not press, but just reconnect with the mat, with the soles of your feet. So you sensitize the palms and the soles of the feet so you can feel the earth again. And feel it underneath your pelvis, underneath the shoulder blades, the skull. Now from here, press down big toes, pinky toes and heels until the arches of your feet lift. And maybe feel a slight toning at the inner side. From here, going to inhale, draw the tailbone down. So the bottom of the tushy is going to lift there. And then you continue that, press the feet into the floor, and then breathe in and let the hips rise up to be in a straight line with the knees. Now, from here you can press the feet more. And I quite like, you can keep the hands here on the floor, or I quite like to shimmy those triceps underneath you, interlace the fingers until you get a fist. Press the feet down and then inhale, lift even more. So the toes keep pressing. It's again the power of the legs that lifts you up. Nice. So how much can you breathe into the lungs? Again, we're filling that space behind the sternum. And the throat is open, so you can hear that my voice isn't like this all squished. It's open because also all around the neck is an important area for the endocrine system, which is supporting your immunity, thyroid and all that stuff. So keep that open. Press the feet, inhale, lift one more time. Good. Release your hands, and then one vertebra at a time. So tuck the tailbone down again, and upper back, then middle back, then lower back. Comes all the way down towards the floor. Here, walk the feet to the outside edges of the mat and let the knees knock in. Let your sacrum rest.
So you can take the knees in towards the chest. I've got them wide, but you can draw them right into the middle if that's okay for you. And as you breathe in, feel how your breath fills the belly and it balloons and presses against the thighs. The exhale lets your navel come back so the back of your spine, the back of your pelvis can plug into the earth some more. You can stay here, or if you like, you can flex the feet. See if you can get the outside edges of the feet. Or it can be the ankles or the shins. Whatever it is you've got hold of, you can use that to draw your knees towards your armpits. See if the tailbone can stay on the floor and soften your shoulders and your face. This is just for play, like babies do, you know. You can still do that. And soften. Good. Now, all that's left is to rest. So take your feet to the floor first. I have a few options here. You can let the feet go wide and let the knees knock in. You can take the feet together and let the knees knock out. Your choice. You can extend the legs wide. Oh my god, so many choices. I quite like to take the blanket and roll it up into a little sausage and place that, it's quite a big sausage, smaller sausage than that, and put it underneath the shoulder blades. Because then again, that heart space can open. So I'm going to take my knees wide, but you can do whatever you want. And here, just rest. Now this is arguably the most important part of the practice. So you settle back into the natural rhythm of the breath. So let's start by filling up with breath all the way up to the top. Maybe even hold it in here. And exhale. Sigh it out, let go. Let go of the heat of the practice. Let go of your body. Let the floor again take your weight. Be held. Feel your heart thumping. You can maybe even feel the blood rushing through your veins. How wonderful it is to be alive. So as you lie here on the floor, take a few moments to enjoy that. Not just because we're indoors doesn't make us any less alive and amazing. And let the wonder of your body and all of its systems amaze you for the next few moments. So if you've got nowhere to go, you can totally stay here and chill. Otherwise you can start to come back. Take a deeper breath. Let it go with a sigh. We enjoy it just for 1 second, the heaviness of the body and the stillness. Start to move Start to, maybe with fingers and toes, if your knees are apart, you can draw them together. Whatever you do with the legs, we'll draw them in and then roll over to the side, whatever side you like. Press the hands into the floor and come back to sit. So find a comfortable seat. One more time, find your pelvis plugging into the earth. Then let the chest rise up. Feel that butterfly spread of all the space around the thorax. Your chest, your ribcage, your beautiful lungs. Take your hands and press the thumbs against the sternum, ever so gently. Here, fill up your spine with breath. One more time, inhale. Exhale on this side. Take a moment of gratitude. Know that the feeling of gratitude also strengthens your immune system. So all the good hormones pump around your body. Gratitude for the practice, gratitude for your body, gratitude for the safe house that you can stay in. Gratitude for the internet, which brings us together at this time. And I express my gratitude to you for practicing with me. Om Shanti.